All right, maybe we can get this rolling. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Welcome back to CrawlerCast, guys. Arkansas's #1 talk show in the world of scale RC crawling. All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining us. And on today's episode, we've got Brian White with Nomad Creations. What's going on, bud?
Man, what a day.
What a day.
What a day.
A little bit of trouble's getting here, huh?
Yeah, it took me a little longer than I thought it would.
Yeah, hit a little bit of traffic.
Yeah, but we made it. Safe and sound.
Heck yeah, glad to have you. So, been wanting to get you on the show since, one, you're a longtime member of the club, Hot Springs Scale Crawlers. Shout out all the Hot Springs Scale Crawlers out there. And last year, you were an actual sponsor to the club.
Yep, I got to be a sponsor. I was very happy to do it. It was my first time, and it worked out great, I think, for everybody.
Oh, man. Everybody loved the trophies that you made and everything. It was awesome to have you come on. Like, you stepped up and asked kind of at the appropriate time, and it just worked out for everybody. But, 2023 was pretty good, man. We had an awesome year. Fun.
It was fun. I don't know if anybody knows this, but 2023 was actually my first year as a business.
Really?
It was the first time I'd actually sold anything.
Right.
As me, not just, everybody sells something here and there, but I stepped up and promoted myself and I'm going to do this. Right. And it worked out great so far.
No, it's like a lot of things you offer, like the winch line, not just the painting, which we'll get into, but even the winch line, I'm in love with it. Like, it's the only winch line I use. It's on all my crawlers. So,
hell yeah.
But yeah, so 2023 was fun. So much fun. In fact, we got a lot coming up in 2024, so I wanted to step up my game from 2023. So, got a lot planned for 2024.
Well, I think you're on the right track.
Yeah, I hope so. For sure. But should have a lot of events. Not much this month coming up in February. The NWA's having a couple get-togethers. One on the 3rd, hosted by Chris Alter. It's the RC Hike and Trail Run at Cedar Falls. And then Jimmy Wilson, shout out Jimmy Wilson. He's hosting a get-together at Blowing Springs on the 11th. And I've never been to either one of those places.
I haven't either. For me, they're like a 3-hour drive.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's been my goal to get up there to see those guys and visit with them. And now that talking with Eric Mooney,
right,
talking with him a lot.
Shout out Eric Mooney.
I'm really anxious to get up there and crawl with him.
Yeah, definitely. He announced the other day that their proposal for the RC park got approved, so now they're actually in the design process.
Yeah, super excited about that. Yeah, it looks good so far.
That's going to be awesome, and we'll definitely have to plan like a big event when they open that, and just try to get everybody from all the clubs down here, just everybody go up there and show support.
They're close enough to Texas and Oklahoma. Those guys are going to support it hard too.
Absolutely,
I know they will.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's going to be awesome when they get it open. Like, they've got a big area. Like, he showed like an acre for crawling.
Yeah. Like sectioned off.
6 acres for trailing, 4 acres for bashing. Like, it's going to be
intense.
Yeah, it's going to be
the
cool.
proposal that he's put up on Facebook it looks really good. And the city has put up a lot of space, and it sounds like they're going to allocate, a lot to it.
They're giving him a really big area.
Yeah.
Like, that's
unexpected.
It's like 10 acres or something. Yeah. Right on the river and stuff. It should be really cool. And I'm excited for him. Shout out River Valley RC Crawlers and Eric Mooney. He's doing a lot of things for the hobby up there. And we're going to try to get him on the show someday this year and really figure out what's going on up there with that. But 2024... we got some sponsor news for the club. So you've decided to return as a sponsor.
Yes.
So you're going to be providing our trophies again this year.
Yep. Already got those in the works.
Right on. Is it a new design?
It's a modified design.
A
little bit modified.
So I've got
a
couple here. So these were the individual trophies that you would win at each comp.
Yeah, and those aren't going to change a whole lot.
Okay.
For my time restraints, I've had to. I'm trying to make those a little bit easier for me to print and to put out.
Right.
So they're not going to change a whole lot. I'm really going to focus any time spent changing on the year end,
the championship trophies.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Yeah, these are such awesome trophies. So I thought about, there was some talk about the tread patterns on them, and some people mentioned a few ideas, and I thought we should make the first place BFG crawlers and the second place Tusk, because that's how I feel the tires rank. And there's some guys that are trying to get it the other way around.
There's no impartialness on that, is there?
Maybe a little bit.
And I've never run the Tusk, but I like the BFGs. I can see that.
Yeah, I've never ran Tusk. I don't have nothing against them, but BFGs are definitely my tire of choice. I don't know. I figured out that those tires work well for me, and I've kind of been a little anxious to step out
it's
of the
difficult.
box.
Like I'm a Pro Line guy. I love Pro Line tires. And one time I stepped out of the box and I tried some the Rock Beasts.
Yeah,
hated them. I run them 10 minutes and I almost gave them away. I couldn't get rid of them fast enough. Back to the Pro Lines. That's all I run.
That's how it goes sometimes, and especially with higher end items, you're like,
it's hard jumping out on that fence and that ledge and just like, I'm gonna try this.
It is, and I've been going through that with servos here lately. I've got tired of. I'd used lower end Amazon style servos for a while, and then I got to where I was using more mid grade. And a lot of Three Brothers and like the G11s, and they just kept disappointing me. Like I've went through 3 G11s and they all did the same thing. I've had to replace gears in them and boards, and it's not been my favorite servo. And
now, if you've got to work on even one of them, I can see where that.
Yeah, I tried a Reefs 299, and I don't know. It just didn't. I didn't like the way it felt. Here recently, I've tried a G13, which the G13 is amazing. That's what I run in my trail class rig, Oracle. It has a G13 in it, and it's a beautiful servo. Way different than the G11s.
Really?
Yeah, the G13 is uncomparable to the G11 in my book. Speed, torque, precision, it's all there. And then in my last year's modified class rig, I'm running the NSDRC 800S, and that's probably the most badass servo I've ever used in my life.
Now, does it run off the battery, or
it's direct power?
Just direct power.
Yep.
And the BEC is included in the servo, isn't it? Or do you have to run a secondary?
You don't need the BEC because you're running off the battery voltage. So it runs straight off the 11.1 volts or whatever. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I connect it straight through the balance port of the battery. So, yeah, it's super fast. I'm talking just jittery. Almost too jittery for me because I'm just not used to it, But it's been an amazing servo so far. I got it at CrawlerPalooza, so it hasn't been through a full comp season. It's only been through a couple of events, but in this one, I'm trying the Shift X2, and it's a direct power. And just on the bench, it may be my new favorite. Yeah, it's super quick, super torquey. But like I said, I haven't actually used it in the field yet, but just on the bench, I'm really liking it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So it should be good. I'm excited about that one, getting that rig on some rocks.
You don't want to scratch that one. That's too pretty to use. Look at it.
Yeah. No, I got to use it. No shelf queens around here.
No shelf queens.
No shelf queens around here. No. As you can tell with Oracle, that rig is so beat up.
It's used. It's just used.
It's so beat up. Just one season on it, and it's
held up though, didn't it?
It did. It's been a good rig, and we're gonna run it again. So, that's gonna be my 2024 trail class, and then I'm gonna build over the summer. I'm gonna build a new daily for Crawlerpalooza 2024.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump into the daily class game and check that out.
So is that more of a class 0, basically?
Basically, like class 0, yeah. Smaller tires than class 1 or trail, and full tire coverage instead of half tire coverage, things like that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Those are fun. I've never gotten to that small, but I love the technicality in the driving style that you have to have in the in the class 0. What are they calling it? Driving daily class.
Daily class, yeah. So there's no body modifications.
Yeah.
All that.
You got to be on your game when you're driving.
Yeah. I think max is 3.8 tires. So
small.
Yeah, I love the trail class 1. You know, it's just totally different ball game than the modified class. You know, these big tires, they just climb over everything.
Yeah. Well, you drive a class 1 for any amount of time. A class 2, it's just like there's no challenge.
Right.
It goes over everything.
And I don't know. You better get your class 1 ready, because this year the guys are bringing it for class 1 for trail class.
I'm stuck. After I had that 3D printed body, my class 1 was pretty much built, and then I had a literal meltdown on the body. So I don't have time to build a new class 1. I'd love to.
Yeah.
But we're gonna stick with the class 2 this year.
Heck yeah.
It'll come. It'll come.
Are you gonna run the same Tacoma body? Isn't it? No, it's what is that?
I was running
Chevy,
Colorado.
body.
I was running Colorado. Yeah. I think that one right there, the cliffhanger on the TRX chassis. Keep it simple.
Heck yeah. Man, there's some good looking bodies sitting over there.
They're shiny.
I gotta quit looking at them because I get distracted. I'm like, what are we talking about? So anyway, yeah, man. So we are glad to have you back as a sponsor this year. We love the trophies, and man, everybody loved the team comp trophies, and then the P6 ones. Those were freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I was jealous I didn't get one of them.
Those, me too. Those are where I'm gonna. Well, I want to step up.
Right.
Make changes, do a little bit better. Stand out a little bit more.
Heck yeah. That's awesome. Well, as everybody knows, we give you full artistic license, so we appreciate the sponsorship. So whatever you deliver, we appreciate.
It's awesome.
Heck
Happy
yeah.
to do it.
So alongside you returning from last year, Jonathan Baskins and Tommy Greer from Crude But Effective RC Fab and PowerShift Technologies, they're returning as sponsors again for the 2024 season. So we're glad to have them. Thank you guys for stepping back up and supporting the club.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. And we're bringing a big group to Crawlerpalooza 2024.
I've already got that in my head. I'm trying to plot and scheme.
The guys that went on the trip last year in 2023, we got a really nice house, and it was so much fun. So there's a few other guys that want to jump in. So this year we're going to get an even bigger house, and just have a boys weekend, you know. It was so much fun, man. We was out crawling till like 10, 11 o'clock at night, awesome. And then up there at 8 o'clock the next morning. You know, it's just sleep and crawl.
Oh, man.
It was so much fun. But we got some awesome new sponsors this year. So me with CrawlerCast, I'm stepping up, and I'm going to throw in $300 cash to the prize pool. That when you sign up for the points list with the Hot Springs Scale Crawlers, you pay a one-time due of $25. I use that money that everybody pays per class and buy additional prizes to go along with the sponsored prizes. So me personally, I'm going to throw in an additional $300 on top of that, and I'm going to split it in half, so it'll be
Class
150 for trail class and 150 for modified class for the prize pool. And then probably the biggest name we've ever had in Jora has jumped on board this year to be one of our sponsors, which is awesome.
Yeah, you pulled out a good one with that one.
Yeah. Well, building this rig was what led to talks with a rep from Enjora.
Nice.
And several emails back and forth, and here we are. And they threw in a little bit, you know what I mean? I gave them a minimum, and they met the minimum. And we appreciate that, but we're hoping we can build a good relationship with them and get them back for years to come, and possibly get a lot bigger sponsorship packages, because I myself have probably already made their profit back in what they've sent us. Me alone.
Yeah.
No.
I can see it.
But we're going to buy, I'm going to get some more stuff that we're going to give out at the end of the year. But yeah, we appreciate it. Enjoy it. Thank you so much. Also, one I'm really excited about is Joe Ropes. So Joe Mason has been around the RC scene for a long time making lanyards. And I finally got to meet him at CrawlerPalooza. And then he was at Rock the Ozarks.
Yeah.
And that's where we really got to hang out. He was super busy at CrawlerPalooza, so I only got to just meet him.
He was a trip, wasn't he?
Oh, dude, he's super cool. Yeah, love that guy. We got to really hang out and talk, and super glad he jumped on board. And he's sponsoring a bunch of the shoulder strap lanyards. Mm-hmm. And we're going to put those in the gift bags that I'm doing this year for the guys that sign up for the points list.
Awesome.
So this year I'm doing gift bags, and there'll just be some stickers and the Joe Ropes lanyards and some stuff from our other new sponsor, RC Plate Shop.
Yeah.
They're pretty well known, making some of the most detailed RC license plates. I don't know what programs they're using, but
it's intense.
It's intense. Like, they have
that level of detail, man,
and everything.
It's crazy.
It's amazing. So we're super glad to have them, and everybody that signs up for the points list is going to get a plate. So excited about that. 2024 is going to be freaking awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
You got big plans for 2024?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
2023 kicked it off. Started getting a little bit busy towards the end of the year, and already 2024, I'm covered up.
Right.
Work. Customers are showing me immense amount of love, and so painting every day almost. I literally am in the shop painting almost every day.
Heck yeah.
So as far as events, I'm a couple hours away from pretty much everyone.
Right.
Isolated up in northern central Arkansas. But I'm going to try all Rock the Ozarks.
Yeah.
Any event he has, I'll go to that, because it's really close to the house.
That's close for you.
That's like an hour and a half. So that's really close. The hot springs, anytime I can make a hot springs event, I'm going to come down for y'all.
Right on.
I don't know what the River Valley guys have on the proposed plot up there. But, I've been invited to come up there once they got it open. So I'm definitely going to make that. I don't know if that'll happen this year. If it did, it might be late in the year. I'd really like to go up to some of the NWA, their comps, if not at least one.
Right.
Like I said, I just want to kind of branch off and touch everybody that I can this year.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I'd love to branch off more this year, too. We're talking about going to Texas Crawl Fest in April. Me, Josh, and Jay are probably going to go camp out for the weekend in Texas and hit that event up. That'd be my first time there, so that'd be awesome.
Heck yeah.
And of course, CrawlerPalooza, and then Rock the Ozarks. That's probably it for big events. Of course, we've got our season. Every third Saturday of the month, we have from March to August is our 10-gate series, and then in September, In November, we do trail style. We do the team trail comp in September. October's Crawlerpalooza. November's Rock the Ozarks. And then my take on a G6 event, I call it the P6, which is a trail style event. And I think that's going to go to a trail class only.
Slim it down a little bit.
The modified class rigs are just outgrowing my personal course. Mm-hmm. It's more of a scale RC park than it is a rock crawling course. Gotcha. So the P6 is going to transition into a super scale style event. And since so many guys are jumping in on the trail class rigs this year, so should be a good event for that.
That's good. I mean, like we were talking earlier, the modified class, you can take them anywhere. You throw them in your truck, keep them with you all the time. Anywhere there's a rock, you can go play. The trail class, you kind of have to have a course sometimes because you can't just crawl any old pile of rocks. Right. You know, you got to have something, something groomed just a little bit.
You got to pick your lines very carefully.
Yeah. So that's awesome.
Yeah,
more towards the trail class.
Should be fun. And then Jason Hall, shout out Jason Hall with Arkansas Comp Rigs. He's going to be putting on events this year.
Yeah, he had talked to me late last year about doing some stuff with him, and I think we've all just been so busy. We haven't really got back in contact yet, but he's going to be doing some good stuff at his place. He's been in full mud boss mode here recently. Yes, he has.
I guess he's making
bodies now.
Making mud boss bodies. Yep. So that's awesome. So if you want to get into mud boss racing, a bunch of us from the Crawling Club are doing it as just kind of a side thing.
It's fun.
Yeah, it should be
faster
fun.
Once in a while.
Well, I used to do the nitro short course racing, and it just got to be too much.
It's a lot.
It just got to be too much. And that's actually when I transitioned into crawling. And David Van Pelt, shout out DVP. He had VPRC Raceway, and he's same with him. He got burnt out on the full size, big 1/8 size track for buggies and short course trucks.
It's a lot to maintain.
It's a lot to maintain. And he got into crawling with us and kind of started talking about doing a dirt oval. He was kind of poking around, see if everybody was kind of interested. And I told him that if he would do a stock / class, because I can't throw a bunch of money at it. You know, I've got too much going with building the channel and my own competition rigs and all the plans I want to do. So I was like, man, if you'll just do a stock / class, then I'm down.
I think a box stock, and I say box stock, I mean pull it out of the box, charge that battery, and run it.
Yep.
Those are the best classes. That's just straight driver.
Straight driver.
That's all driver.
And that's when it's fun with a group of guys that are all buddies, and you can really talk crap. And have fun with it. So that's going to be something fun we'll be doing this spring, just here and there. I think it'll probably be on like Thursday nights or something, I think is when they normally run the track at his house. So it's a big track. It's like lights and 36-foot driver stand.
I mean, he had it set up for a full
it was professional
course.
Yes, it was full professional style course for sure. So that's going to be fun. A lot of the guys are getting into it. So if you're thinking about getting into it, need a body, hit up Jason Hall. Or if you want more information on the racing scene, hit up David Van Pelt at VPRC Raceway, and they can get you pointed in the right direction on how to get set up. But so not only do you make trophies, in my opinion, you put out the best winch line out there.
I'd love to take credit for it, but I mean, I'm just a middleman. I'm a provider.
You're a provider.
But the stuff that I use is amazing. I've never had it break. We've jammed up winches. This stuff is so tough. What else can I say? I mean, it's amazing stuff.
It's amazingly tough. Like, I'll get fray spots just because it's so old, because I haven't had to replace it or cut it back and you know what I mean, shorten and short, keep moving your hook back because it gets frayed. Like, I don't get worried that it's frayed a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's so strong. I love it.
I've got one winch is 7 or 8 years old. Same winch line.
Right.
I mean, it's not even faded.
Right.
It's tough. It's good stuff.
Heck yeah. Like the last time I seen you, I got a bunch of different colors just because I like to just have it because it just lasts so long and your prices are so amazing on it. Like you can just have a bunch in different colors and whenever you just feel like swapping out winch colors, it's no problem.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like a lot of what I do for the hobby because I love this hobby.
Right.
And I'm not trying to rake anybody over the coals on anything that I charge.
Right.
So I make enough to put it back in and keep going. And that's all I'm doing. I mean,
Heck
like the winch line, especially, like I sell it at a good price because that's what I want as a hobbyist. I mean, I don't want to, I feel you only put your money in so many places. So.
Right. And there's a lot of options. So
there's a lot of options.
You gotta be reasonable and fair to make it in this hobby as a business.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a million people trying to break into the game, as we are all trying
We're sitting
to
here
do.
Trying to do right.
Yeah, but that's the game. You know what I mean? That's part of the lure for some of us is the I don't want to say it's not attention, but the wow factor. You know what I mean? Like building nice rigs and having those particular products that you like to use because you trust that company. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and a hobby like what we do, especially with the crawlers, it's all DIY. There's so many people they want to build their own, they want to do their own thing, and somebody like me who I like to make every single part myself.
Right.
When I have to buy a part, I want to go somewhere that I trust with somebody with a good product and it's not going to overcharge me. Obviously, price is a big factor. But yeah, and something that we do, something like that, cost is a big thing.
It is. Even with how small these things are, they get expensive quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you offer a few other products, some wire management systems, and you do some custom 3D printing.
Yeah. On the 3D printing side, that's kind of how I was hoping to start. But again, there's such a DIY hobby that had a hard time taking off. Everybody kind of has their own 3D printer now, or they can get a smaller one.
Right.
Just kind of like a small tabletop one. They can print all the small stuff themselves. So I kind of steered away from that a little bit. I want to lean back into it. I had the idea of, since I'm more focused on painting the bodies now, is to have more body-oriented parts, like the wire management system I have for the headlights,
right,
and taillights and stuff like that. Anything that I could possibly print for the bodies, just kind of be a one-stop shop for bodies, maybe.
Right.
Trying to change things up a little bit.
Heck yeah, that's awesome, dude. Because you could get into designing headlight buckets and things like that a lot of bigger manufacturers just don't even offer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the more scale guys like to put lights in, and sometimes it's difficult to put lights just in a Lexan body without these weird, the silver caps that just don't fit.
They just don't fit.
Yeah.
It doesn't look right.
No. But, yeah, man, all the products I've gotten from you, whether you make them or it's the products you choose to offer, has been amazing. What I'm most happy with is this thing right here.
Turned out pretty good, didn't it?
Man, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love it. It couldn't have been better. It was absolutely what I wanted.
You kind of hit me up before about it, and you had that idea, so I was stirring on it for a while, and then when I
did that intentionally. Yeah, I wanted to let you just kind of simmer on it for a minute.
Now, me and Google are friends. I'm just ideas, and then I'll just take a piece of this and a piece of that, and then applying it to the body itself is just like, how am I going to make this work? This is what I want. I love it. I got to make it fit.
Right.
And it turned out great, I think.
Oh, it's amazing, dude. You're freaking killing it. I'm sitting here looking at some of these other bodies that are just freaking beautiful, like that pre-runner body. I was looking at it earlier, and just the shading in it, like you're starting to get that 3D look in some of your graphics, and it's freaking awesome.
Thank you. It's not easy. There was actually a time last year where I told my wife, I walked in the house after painting the body. I was like, I don't know if this is for me. She can attest. I was just like, I don't know if this is for me. And I swear, 2 weeks later, I'd painted some more bodies, and I posted them up for sale, gone that night. And I was like, all right, I think I found something. I think I'm figuring it out.
Right.
I just had to climb that hill and get over that hump. And I still have my bad days.
Right.
But we're getting there.
Everybody does. Yep.
I still have some days where I'm just like, that didn't work out. But makes up for the good days.
Yeah. So tell me about the what is this body right here? Is that that's the Ecto?
This one here?
Yeah. Or the Element?
No, that's the J Concepts. It's a Creep.
Oh, Creep. That's what it is. Yeah.
Creep. This one's actually was commissioned by a customer who wanted it in the suicide awareness.
Oh, right on.
So that's what we did.
Dial 988.
Yep. Got the ribbon with the colors, the suicide awareness colors, and that's
awesome.
This is another one like many who say, well, I kind of want this, but you just do your thing. Right. Like this is what these are the colors that I want. Yeah. Kind of do something with that, and like that's what we come up with. And he loves it. He's happy, and I'm happy.
That's a big reason why I sent my body to you to paint, like, cause I'm decent, you know what I mean? I can do basic paint jobs, but it's the creative ideas that I struggle with. Like I know what I want, but I can't translate it from my brain to the body. That for me is the hardest part. Like I kind of like, well, I kind of want it to look a certain way, but I just can't figure out how to make it look that way.
Only reason I can say I'm getting better is because I'm doing so many of these now. Yeah. That I'm just kind of like bleeding one design into the next, and like, well, I did it on this one, and I can do it over here, but change this and move this. And
right.
So.
Heck yeah. Well, you're killing it, dude. Like, these bodies are looking amazing.
Yeah, some of these the pictures just don't do them justice.
Right.
You have to get them outside in the light, and the weather we've been having here in Arkansas, I don't have any good pictures.
Even with this one, you sent me pictures of it, and I loved it in the pictures. And then when I got it, I was just floored. I was like, bruh.
Pictures don't do them justice.
Bruh. Yeah. No, it goes with the wheels perfectly.
Yeah, you sent me the wheels and the body, and it's like, just kind of, here's the colors.
Yep.
Was it, you said the 80s, 90s?
80s like, vibe, yep.
Got you.
Heck yeah. I love it. And you got my boy Opie's new little 124 scale comp rig up there. Shout out Opie Payne.
Yep, shout out Opie. I just finished this one yesterday. Sent him pictures of it this morning on the way over here. Like, hey man, I got this done. You mind if I show it off? He was like, heck yeah, awesome, go for it. So I think this turned out really good. This is the first 24 scale that I've painted.
Oh, right on.
I've had a lot of guys ask me about the 24 scale, the cliffhangers in particular, and that's really small. Yeah. I mean,
it's tiny.
Getting the detail. I was worried about getting detail in there.
No, the gears in it. So in the inlay of the hood and everything is like a gear set, like machine gears in there. It's freaking badass.
Yes, I'm pretty tickled with how it turned out. It wasn't that easy.
I don't doubt
it's small. I mean, my airbrush is bigger than that almost.
Yeah.
So,
heck yeah.
I had to take the airbrush apart just to get it to fit inside there.
No, he was texting me when he sent it. He's like, man, I'm sending my body to Brian. And then he's texting me a few days later, man, I sent my body to Brian. I'm so excited. Heck yeah, man.
He was really cool about it. He asked me, and I was like, man, I've never painted anything that small. I don't know if I can get any kind of detail in it. It's like, I don't care. I'll be your guinea pig. I'm going to send these to him. Go ahead and paint them up. And this is one of two. And so far, I'm happy with where we're going.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully I can keep that theme going
awesome.
on the second one and turn out a good product for them.
Heck. So yeah, that freaking cliffhanger on the end over there.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Bruh.
It's pretty. But again,
like my pockets are itching to hand you some dollar bills right now for that dude.
Talking about all the little sparkle in
the sparkle in it's what's getting me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the biggest orange guy, you know what I mean? But that orange is a beautiful orange, and then with the dark gray, but that blue and I don't know what colors you use, but there's like white and blue, and
I use about 5 different colors just in the sparkles, just in the flecks.
And you can't even see it until you really look at the body, and it, oh man, that thing is killer. And that one's available.
That one is available.
So this is coming out on the 1st. So if he hasn't sold it by the 1st, you want that body, you better hit him up. That one's going to go quick. Yeah. Soon as if he posted, it's going to go quick.
I've been holding off on posting just because I've been so wrapped up and stuff. I think these two are the only two that I might have available, just like that I have sitting around, not spoken for.
Right.
Everything else that I'm painting is just like, it's for customers. It's customer ordered, requested,
right.
or the body sent in, like it's for somebody. I just had another customer last night order one. He's been waiting to see what I had to come up with next, what was going to be available next. Like, man, I just don't have anything. And so he ordered a lily body from me. And he likes the paint job I done on another lily body, but he did the same thing. He's got these Shift RC wheels.
Yeah.
And they're kind of a white, gray, black, speckle tan color.
Right.
Think of like an urban camo.
Yeah, type. The new camos. Yeah, so those were released the same time as the blue ones I were just showing you that I was able to get. And
so he sent me pictures of those. Can you do these colors? Is like I already got something in mind.
Heck yeah.
So that one's gonna look real good.
Ooh. And you got another club member's new body over there. Yep. I don't know if I can say. I'm not gonna say the name.
He knows. He's seen it.
Okay.
I made sure everybody knows.
Okay, so shout out Brian Charles. I didn't want to bust him out, but
he's seen it.
That's the new.
That's the new Coyote Grande from Proline.
So. That body is so cool, dude. I kind of want one.
I've got one. Clear, not painted. But no, he said, he originally had a theme in mind. And then when I finally got these bodies in stock, he came back and was like, you know what? I don't want that. Just make me something crazy.
Heck
do something cool with it. And I was like, okay. I think it turned out all right.
Heck yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
Your rigs are going to be all over our competitions.
Dude, I hope so.
Heck yeah. I do too.
When I was at Rock the Ozarks, I was just looking at all them trucks up there. And I was like, my goal for next year is to have half of those Nomad RC.
Hell yeah.
So.
Hell yeah, dude. So awesome, man. I'm just so happy for you, bro. And I'm so happy to be a part of it and witness it. Because you've been, like I said in the beginning, you've been a long-time member of the club. And we'd crawled a couple times. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean to call you out, but you were a rather large feller.
I was bigger.
You were a rather large feller. And you came to the first event in 2021.
Yeah.
The first comp. And you walked up, and I didn't have a clue who you were. You kind of seemed familiar, but I didn't know who you were. And you set your rig down, which was this truck right here. And I looked at that rig, and I looked back up at you immediately. I said, Brian?
That's why I brought this today, because this rig gets noticed more than me.
Right.
I've taken this truck all over the state.
Yep.
And
people know that
truck.
I
was like, I know that truck. Oh, yeah. I met you here and here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, they know the truck.
People know that truck.
So the truck has to go with me everywhere I go.
That's probably the most super scaled Lexan paint job on a body I've seen. Like, it's hard to get like it looks hard body. You look at it from a distance and it looks like it's a hard body.
Oh yeah, Like the bumpers, the axial bumpers that comes with, they're plastic.
Yeah.
I chopped all those up. I made metal framework for them. They bolt to the bumper.
Right.
They are solid mountain. And you've seen me crash this thing. It'll take a hit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you drive it.
Oh, yeah. And that's another thing. You see me drive it. Look at how that paint's on the outside. See how it's holding up?
Yeah.
So you can see it was driven.
That's one of my all-time favorite trucks for sure. And it's 100% true. I recognized that truck before I recognized you.
You are not alone.
It was so awesome. Well, I'm so glad to be a part of helping you grow.
And you have helped. I mean, lots of love to you because you've helped promote me when I was just getting started.
Yeah.
Well, you might have been the only person to know my name, and you were help pushing. So.
Man, the guys in my club, in my circle, if they're trying to do something with something they're good at, I'm going to support you and I'm going to back you. And I'm just glad it's gotten to a point to where you're able to give back to the club. So the club's been showing you love and you're showing it back with sponsorship. And it's just awesome, man. And I'm so happy to continue our relationship. And
I'm looking forward to seeing how much we both grow in this.
Yeah. We're moving on up.
Yeah, because, I mean, it ain't just me. I mean, you've stepped up a lot.
I've really tried to step up this last year. In 2024, my goal is to step up from 2023. So
you're on the right track. You're doing it.
Well,
big time.
I'm doing it. I'm trying. I don't want to jinx it, but I've got some possible team driver options. I'm waiting to hear if I made it. I made it to the third round in one of them. Nice. So, yeah, we're
good luck to that.
We're trying to get Arkansas on the map for RC crawling.
Man, it's there. It's just a small sliver, but there's guys here in the States or in the state that do this.
Man,
it's just Arkansas is just so spread out.
Shout out to all the other content creators in Arkansas. Jeremiah, the Arkansas RC newbie.
He's awesome.
Stephen DePro, Hot Rod Willis, Derek Gatlin with RC Workbench. Jason Hall with Arkansas Compridge, Jay Yandel with
Rock the Ozarks,
RC Enthusiast, Radioactive RC Ranch. Shout out Josh Harris with the ARCC.
Rolling Rock Shop.
Yep, Rolling Rock Shop. Man,
yeah,
just a lot of guys are trying to do big things in the state, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, we're all so spread out because it's a small state, but there's so many of us in it.
Yeah.
And we're just all trying to come together and make this thing, make it like one big happy family, and try to get everybody together and do this. And
I'm working with Josh. He's really wanting to do some events to bring all the clubs together, because we do have so many clubs at different parts of the state that we don't compete with or gather with regularly, because it's
a drive.
3-4 hour drive to go play with toy cars it's hard to do a lot of times. And I don't have the best vehicles. My vehicles are great around town, but I get nervous going more than an hour and a half from the house,
Man.
I got friends that have come with a trailer and pick me up if I'm like an hour and a half, but 2 hours away, they're like calling a tow truck, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, not last year, but year before when I comped, I made it to 6 events.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 175 miles. I can't remember if that was one way or a round trip for me. We're 2.5, almost 3 hour drive one way.
Right.
So it's a pretty good trek.
We got some guys that make the drive to come compete. And shout out to you guys for coming to the events, man.
Putting in the time just to get to the event.
Right. Heck yeah. Man, I'm looking forward to 2024 so much. There's going to be something damn near every weekend.
I know, with all the clubs going on. It's gonna be there's anybody that makes it to every event. I don't know how y'all do it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how y'all do it.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, man, I'm excited for 2024. It's gonna be awesome. That little solo
this one, he's hiding over here in the corner.
Solo cup.
I want to show that one off real quick because I had been waiting for it. A friend and a guy I worked with, we were joking for the longest time about the jazz design.
Yeah.
Because I showed him some of your stuff. and some other stuff that I had. Like, oh, that reminds me of this. And he said that someone's going to ask for that. And he actually made me paint something at work real quick. I took some rattle can. I didn't have the right colors and that's the jazz design. Like, okay, yeah. And then I swear, like 2 weeks later, this gentleman hit me up about this, and I was just like, I got you. We can do this.
So for those of you that may be too young to know, back in the day before solo cups, we had the old paper cups, and that was the design that went all the way around the cup. Yep.
I was really surprised when he first asked me about it. I said, I can't do it. I can't make it look like that. And I just sat there and I thought about it for a minute. I was like, you know what? I get pretty close.
Heck yeah.
I think it turned out pretty good.
It looks awesome.
So, yeah. He's seen pictures of it. I think he's going to love it. He's going to like it.
Heck yeah. Well, brother, you're killing it, man. I'm here for it. I'm just happy for you. I'm proud of you. And I hope we keep the train moving.
It's going full steam right now, buddy.
Heck yeah.
Full steam.
Heck yeah. So if you've got an idea for a build, you better get on the books now.
Yeah, I'm already into March.
Yeah.
Let's say just perspective. I did 31 bodies last year. I had a slow start, building my name, getting out there. People didn't know me. Well,
at first you were just buying bodies and doing what you thought was cool and trying to sell them.
Yeah,
and not every person's going to like everybody, so that's kind of difficult
to do. That's so I was like, well, these are kind of what I like or what I think people are going to like, and that was slow to start.
Yeah,
and I got January isn't over yet. I've already painted 10 bodies.
Oh my goodness!
I've got 11 more on order that are like, yeah. And then I've got 10 more people said they're going to send me their bodies. And yeah, that already tops what I painted last year alone.
You're going to have to find you an apprentice.
Hope they got patience.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's this year's going to be busy. But I'm happy. Like I'm glad to do it. I don't charge a lot for what I do.
No, your prices are
because
super low.
Because I love the hobby, and I do this because I like to do it, and I want to pass this on to other people because I've been in them shoes where I didn't have the tools to do this, and I wanted a custom body, but I couldn't afford it. Like, not to say they weren't putting out quality work, but I couldn't justify spending that much money for something I'm going to tear up.
Not everybody can afford for $100 for a body, you know what I mean, or $150 for a body.
For a paint job, that's not counting the body. Yeah. That was just the paint job. I was like, I can't justify that, and so I do what I do, and I just want to pass that on. I mean, I whatever money I make, I'm putting right back into Nomad and just trying to build it and make it better, and spread the love.
That's where I'm at with CrawlerCast. Like right now, personally, I'm saving every dime I can to get a merch line going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, to get some shirts and some hats and stuff like that, and start trying to get some merch going and help generate a few dollars to guys, the parts for these things are expensive. Creating content and having something to do for content, you know what I mean?
And you've already done so much with what you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're putting, I see you putting a lot of hard-earned money into this.
Well, I don't do anything half-ass.
No.
And when I make up my mind that I'm gonna do something, I do it. I give it everything.
That's the way to do it.
I've been doing that with the RC Club with Hot Springs Scale Crawlers, and I'm going to continue to do that. That is funny. One of the questionnaires I had to answer for a team driver application asked me what inspires me in the hobby. And I didn't even have to think about it, dude. Like, it was like straight up, it's the guys in my club. Like, that's the whole reason I keep trying to better my events and do more and get better sponsors. And I spend a lot of money out of pocket to put on events, and none of that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I do it because my bros have fun. You know what I mean? And I'm putting on some of the best events in the state. Yeah. And that to me makes me feel good that people love my events. So.
Yeah. when you show up to it, when people just show up to an event, it's awesome for you, but they don't realize how much work goes into it.
Yeah.
You put a lot of yourself out there, a lot of your time, and you've given up a lot. I know you have.
Absolutely.
To do these events for us.
Yep.
For the people, for the enthusiasts that love to come out to this, and we appreciate everything you do.
Heck yeah, man. I love it, and that's why I do it, because I love it, and we're gonna keep going. And I've decided I've got me a hard close date on the YouTube thing. If it's not working out in X amount of time, then it's not for me. But until that point, I'm gonna give it 100%. So.
Well,
so I hope you guys enjoy the content. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share the show with your friends. We're slowly growing, which is fine. You know what I mean?
You don't want to take off too fast.
No, I prefer to grow organically and actually build a group of guys that enjoy the content and support the channel. And so I appreciate you coming on the show today, brother.
Oh man, you asked, and I just like. I hope the weather's good because I want to make this.
Right.
You know, I'll do it for you anytime.
It's kind of rainy, so I'm glad y'all got out.
It wasn't
the
last
wife
weekend.
And the daughter got them out in the rain.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on the show, man. You got any final things you want to shout out?
I want to thank all the customers that have shown me the love. Like I said, late last year, I wasn't sure if this was going to be for me, and something turned around, and you guys are supporting me. You're supporting me. Heck, all the guys in the state, and like I said, I do what I do for me, but I do it for you guys, and I appreciate everything. I'm super excited. Something I'm really happy about is everywhere that I've sent a body to, it surprises the heck out of me.
Oh, dude, that would so. I'm that guy. Like, I would keep track of every single weird town that I sent something to.
I have sent bodies to Hawaii.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, every corner of the country so far. East Coast, West Coast, South, North. They're going everywhere.
That is awesome.
I'm super excited about that. So thank you, and thank you guys. And I just can't wait to see what else comes out.
Heck yeah. So how can people find you?
Really, my Facebook page, Nomad Creations, is the best place to get a hold of me. You message me through there. Get on there, see what I've done. If it's for you, hit me up. That's the best way to reach me is through my Facebook page.
Right on.
Nomad Creations.
Heck yeah. Well, appreciate you coming on, Brian. Thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share the show with your friends. It really is the best way that you can support a smaller channel like this, and just help us reach as many people as possible. So we really appreciate you joining us, guys.
Thank you.